First hosepipe ban in Wales for 30 years as parts of the country are officially declared in drought.
Our main story is that Wales's first hosepipe bans for more than 30 years come into force today across Pembrokeshire and parts of Carmarthenshire.
Bans begin as the wider southwest Wales area will also be declared as being in drought as the effects of the driest year since 1976 continue in England and Wales.
Let's take a look at the extent of the drought conditions nationally. Now, what you can see is the area in Wales joins a number of other regions in England, stretching as far north as Yorkshire. And despite many areas experiencing some welcome rainfall, there are still water shortages and low water levels in reservoirs and rivers, which has led to hosepipe bans being announced.
South West Water is the latest company to impose restrictions for Cornwall, parts of Devon that will come into force next week. Our reporter Thomas Morgan has the latest on the impact of the extreme heat and dry conditions.
It's been a really dry period, but it has been raining over the last few days. But you know, is this rain going to go anywhere in helping you guys?
I mean, look, it's just been a bit of drizzle. A bit of Welsh drizzle isn't rain.
The last time it rained in Pembrokeshire was July, and that was just for one day. And before that, it was back in June. It's been the driest year on record since 1976, so a temporary hosepipe ban is now in force, and a drought has just been declared across the whole of southwest Wales. As our winters get wetter, the summers are getting hotter and drier. For allotment owner Karen, she's already planning for the future so seed sown can live with the effects of climate change.
We'll have to learn to adapt, really, and maybe plant varieties that are more drought tolerant. I mean, in Spain and Italy and other hot countries, they grow a lot of vegetables that don't need a lot of rain.
Last weekend, Pembrokeshire broke all previous records for water demand, so Welsh Water have had to ship water across the county. Until the main source here is refilled, the Llysyfran Reservoir, restrictions will remain. But across Wales, it's a mixed picture.
The north of Wales in particular has had the rainfall that we need to maintain water resources. Pembrokeshire is the area we are concerned at. We just simply haven't had any rain in Pembrokeshire. There are other areas of South Wales, South East in particular, that rainfall hasn't been as high as we would have liked, and we are monitoring.
Welsh Water is the third company to announce restrictions across the UK. And by the end of next week, 6 areas of Britain will be under measures. Millions will need to be conservative with their usage. Known for its vast coastlines, Pembrokeshire is usually a cooler but also wetter part of Wales. Yet it's becoming clear to Karen that these weather changes are here to stay.
It frustrates me more to do with the reasonings behind having hosepipe bans, and that's, you know, primarily because, well, we've not just had a hot summer. This is a result of climate change, and so that's going to carry on that way. I find that very frustrating.
Thomas Morgan, BBC News, Pembrokeshire.